Hello, this is example 5. We're going to do C, D, E, and F now. So in example C, we have to remember our rule for division. If the bases are the same and we're dividing, we subtract our exponents. So we're going to keep the same base of 4, and we have to be really careful now. So we're taking the 2 and subtracting the negative 2. So remember, we're going to add the opposite. So our exponent is going to become 4. So now we have to evaluate 4 to the power of 4, and 4 to the power of 4 is 256. So as a single power, it's 4 to the power of 4. Evaluated is 256. Part D, we see the division written this time in fraction form. It means exactly the same thing if we rewrite it using this division symbol. Fraction form is often the most popular, but it means the same. So when the bases are the same and we're dividing, we're going to keep that same base. And notice the brackets. Negative 2 is inside the brackets. It's the base, including the negative. Then we're going to subtract our exponents. So we're going to have negative 4, subtract a negative 2. So negative 4, add the opposite. That becomes negative 4 plus 2, which is negative 2. So now our exponent is negative 2. So then I evaluate negative 2 to the power of negative 2. So we have a negative exponent, so we need to write the reciprocal. So negative 2 is our base now, but it's in the denominator, and our exponent goes positive. As a single power, 1 over negative 2 squared. Evaluate negative 2 multiplied by negative 2 will give us positive 4. So our final answer is 1/4. Let's do E and F. So E and F, we're building on our fractions now. So we have 2 terms in the numerator. So in the numerator, we have a multiply. When we're multiplying and the bases are the same, I'm going to keep that 3, and I'm going to add my exponents. So negative 4 plus a negative 1 is negative 5. So my numerator now is a single power, is 3 to the power of negative 5 over 3 squared. Now I'm dividing, so I'm using my rule for division. I keep the base the same, and I subtract my exponents. So negative 5, subtract a positive 2. That becomes negative 5 plus a negative 2. Add the opposite, and that's negative 7. So my single power right now is 3 to the negative 7. However, we don't like to leave those negative exponents there, so our directions will be right with a positive exponent. So I write the reciprocal, 1 over 3 to the power of positive 7. When I evaluate, 3 to the power of 7 is 2,187. Final answer. All right, for part F, we have a fraction multiplied by a fraction. So I'm going to look at my first fraction. The bases are the same, so I keep the base 2, and I subtract my exponents. So I need to do 5 subtract a negative 1. When I add the opposite, it's 5 plus 1, and that's 2 to the power of 6. Multiplied by. I'm dividing powers again. The bases are the same. I'm going to subtract my exponents, so negative 3, subtract the positive 2, add the opposite. Negative 3 plus negative 2 is negative 5. Now I'm multiplying. I keep the same base. I add my exponents. 6 plus a negative 5 is a positive 1. So as a single power, it's 2 to the power of 1. And evaluate, my answer is 2.